I want to give credit to Nick Schedules on Twitter for this, as it did a very interesting thing. It did a schedule grid graph on Docs. So I was thinking, maybe I should check out the final airings of the 3 female cartoons that have aired together. And this was an interesting thing to do because Nickelodeon could have made a block from this. Okay, so what you're seeing here is Saturday, October 22, 2016. The final airing of Miraculous Ladybug. Before it got removed and moved to Netflix. And I gotta be honest, Miraculous, in my opinion, was only good for the first 2 seasons. After that, it went downhill. But, yeah, as you can see, we started with Regal Academy, then we get Miraculous, and then Kuu Kuu. They aired the full first season, not on Nickelodeon, but I guess on Nickelodeon and Nicktoons, as it was booted to Nicktoons for 2 episodes, and they were intended to air Princess Fragrance, but they didn't. So there was that as well. I remember this when they announced that Miraculous moved to Netflix, and I was like, dang, that is hard. But, yeah. Looks like, yeah, even though it's now having better treatment on Disney Channel, but honestly, yeah, not a fan of that. Now we will move on to the next one. March 25th, 2017. The final airing of Kuu Kuu on Nickelodeon. The show did not need that bad treatment. Although it got surprisingly good treatment on Nick Jr. for I don't know, some interesting reason, but you see what Miraculous got replaced by? Yep, a rerun of SpongeBob. And that was not a good idea there, to move female cartoons to Nick Jr. since the Winx Club. And how Nickelodeon, you know how they did Kuu Kuu? They first gave it too much of the commercial in the first place with the Gwen Stefani song. Then they aired it on like weekdays at 3 p.m., moved to Saturday mornings, and then got removed from the channel entirely to Nick Jr. And after that, they aired season 1 and 2, removed the reruns before the season finale, and after the season finale, they don't air the show anymore. And they didn't air season 3. Probably because they might have lost the rights of it. That was not a good idea, to just do that. But, yeah, they also aired only once of the Nickelodeon rebrand bump. Regal Academy did it many times, but Kuu Kuu's only aired once. It was so obscure that only aired once of that bumper. Alright, now let's move on to Regal Academy. Regal Academy's final airing on Nickelodeon was Saturday, June 10th. Surrounded by SpongeBob and Alvin. The show did not do so well in terms of treatment. Because, wow, that was not a good idea to get rid of Kuu Kuu like that. And Miraculous. But I can see why Miraculous moved. Kuu Kuu's was just unexpected. Regal Academy finished their very first season, and after that, moved to Nick Jr. with no reruns, no advertising whatsoever. That was also a bad idea from Nickelodeon. And also, I do remember this. Glitter Force was going to be on Nickelodeon, but they rejected it, so they moved it to Netflix. So the show was going to be on Nick, but it later went to Netflix. Yeah, Nickelodeon was not good for female animated content when it comes to acquisitions. Winx Club did a good start and managed to have a good legacy until it had its downfall when it moved to Nick Jr. And oh boy, the Mysticons. Did that show get bad treatment? That was not a good idea either. Anyway, guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio, signing off. Peace.